All right, everyone, we've got some more liberal irony at the moment. Link in the description, archived, of course. Trump came out the other day and warned Walmart, don't raise the prices, eat the goddamn tariffs, because this is a temporary measure, so that makes sense. Walmart does not need to pass the pain on to the customers. Walmart is an enormous corporation. It's one of the biggest in the world. It has the ability to stomach that extra cost for a short period of time. I am seeing, for the first time in my life, I believe, liberal commentators defending Walmart. Well, you can't expect them to do that, and it's like you've spent decades attacking Walmart for union busting, for some of its leaked, admittedly, material with regards to employees. Well, if somebody tries to get you to unionize, make sure to tell a supervisor and stuff like that. For low wages, poor working conditions, um, the poor quality of many of the products. I would go after Walmart myself for the lack of domestically productive goods. You've got to understand that 90% of what's in Walmart was imported from China. Therefore, if you impose a significant tariff on China, no, damn straight it's going to harm them. Aren't liberals constantly complaining about Walmart, though? Haven't they spent decades doing so? So, in other words, the evil corporation that you have hated for your entire life and look down upon with absolute scorn is still positive compared to evil Orange Man because of tariffs. This shows the hypocrisy of the average liberal. You want the low prices, yeah, everyday low prices. You want the low prices and the cheap imported goods. You want to be able to be materialistic and consume these things to the point where even though you also criticize this corporation incessantly, all of a sudden they're the good guys because Orange Man bad. This is insane. I can't imagine the hypocrisy of some of these individuals. Some of these people have literally picketed against Walmart over hiring practices, over unionization, over the wages, over the working conditions, and so forth. They do the same thing with Amazon. If Amazon were to come out today, for example, and say, well, we're raising the price of Prime because of my tariffs, then all of a sudden the people that are constantly bitching about the fact that people can't even take a piss break in an Amazon warehouse suddenly would be on their side. It is absolute nuts. There's no other way to put it, really, when you think about it. We've got liberals defending Walmart at the moment. Think about the weird timeline that we're on. The fact is that Orange Man, not bad. It's basically point and grunt mode at some points. It's NPC mode. Trump is attempting to even out trade relations. These are temporary tariffs. You have to have a little bit of patience. Temporary pain, long-term gain. Or you can do the opposite. You can just allow other countries to continue screwing the United States, including its corporations, by the way, in the process, as well as especially the consumer, because when those corporations do get screwed, they pass on the pain to the retail consumer. Now, this is another funny aspect. This also happens domestically with regulations. Let's say that I increase the tax burden. It's basically the tariff. Here's the greatest idea that we can use as an argument against these liberals. You're saying that the tariffs that impact Walmart, because most of their stuff is cheap Chinese bullshit, are going to get passed on to the consumer and Orange Man bad, right? So that's a bad idea. Then why are you constantly saying, let's raise taxes on corporations and the rich, who own the corporations, generally speaking? Are they not also going to pass on the pain to the retail consumer, to the lower classes? Is that not basically a doppelganger argument? I think that it is. I think that it's quite simplistic to understand. The problem is, as Osho said, when the government is supposed to be by the people, for the people, of the people. But the people are retarded. That's a quote, actually. That was pretty funny. When I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing for a while. That's the problem. People have a very short-term memory, very short attention span, very short amount of patience to deal with policies that in the end actually benefit them. Because anything that harms them even slightly in the immediate sense is cast aside as evil. And there's no consistency here. If tariffs equal higher costs, therefore bad, wouldn't the same be true domestically of higher tax rates on the upper echelons and on corporations and businesses? I would think that this is a no-brainer. It's not that difficult to understand. This is probably why they don't teach accounting in schools anymore. They probably should. They also don't teach cursive, which is, in my opinion, a really bad idea. Maybe I should start another self-employed project where I teach kids cursive because the schools won't do so. It's not that difficult when you really think about it. Just practice these lines. Here's the goddamn letters. Fucking replicate them. And now write a couple of words. Okay, you passed your exam. Um, Eat the tariffs, Walmart. You're literally relying upon the same people that hate your corporation right now to run PR for you. This is a weird, weird situation. I am no fan of Walmart. There have been a few sporadic occasions over the last decade that I've even shopped there. Um, mainly for convenience sake because for electronic staples is further away, and Rutland traffic sucks dick, basically. And uh, occasionally because someone else drags me there because they want to look at clothes or something like that, and I hate clothes shopping. I'm wearing the same clothes that I've worn for a long time for a reason. All you have to do is take care of them. Some of them are built to last. Oh, look at this hat. I love it. But the tariffs aren't, by the way, the cause of this. Walmart does not have they're claiming, well, we have a thin profit margin. We're going to lose money. Dude, even if you lose money for an extended period of time, your corporation's not going to go underwater. It's not the way that it works. Stop trying to fucking fool people. That's not the way that the business world and the accounting world actually work anyway. You're going to be fine. Yeah, if your profit margin shrinks, that's okay. These are temporary setbacks on the road to freedom, so to speak. That's about all. Peace out.